Hello, class. This is Professor Thompson, and I want to welcome all of you all back to our online modality class. And I know that some of you are feeling a little anxious about moving the class from face to face to an online class environment. And I just wanted you to know I understand that the situation was foisted upon you, or actually, it was foisted upon all of us. And moving forward in the class, I will certainly take that into account because I do understand um, that this is a situation that many of you did not sign up for. And I also know that many of you have very different learning styles. Some students do much better in a face-to-face class environment, whereas others they can easily make the shift to an online or remote learning. And I will um, offer grace at times when needed, and and I understand that this may be a difficult transition for some students. All right. Well, having said that, what I want to do or accomplish with this video is show you where items are on Blackboard. And I wanted to review the syllabus because I've made some changes to accommodate the new online feature of the class. All right, so I am going to shrink the video cam window and I'm going to go right to the syllabus, okay? So here's the syllabus and it has been posted on Blackboard. And here is my email information and office hours. I'm available via virtual office hours, email, of course, and if needed, I can be available by telephone as well. Okay, I'm not going to read everything on the syllabus, but just the more relevant items. Okay. Um, okay. In terms of the course requirements, the exams, they're still 60%, 30% for the midterm, and 30% for the final exam. And the weights of the exams that did not change. Your final exam will, of course, be online, similar to the midterm exam. And the same conditions will apply for that final exam. I'll have you read that over. Now, your survey methods assignment, I changed the weight here a little bit because you're going to be doing discussion posts. But your survey methods assignment, it's worth 25% rather than 30% of your grade. The group presentation project, I changed the weight on that as well. And one of the reasons why is because you're not giving an oral presentation. What you will do is that the members of your group, you will complete the PowerPoint presentation and you will write and create the PowerPoint presentation as if you were going to verbally present it, in front of the class. And because you're not presenting it orally, and I don't have the opportunity to ask you follow-up questions, in your PowerPoint presentation, what you will need to do is that you will have to be more explicit in terms of explaining why you did what you did. And so that's one of the suggestions that I will make. Your PowerPoint presentation, it requires a minimum of 20 slides and a maximum of 25 slides. So 25 slides is certainly enough space for you um, to demonstrate to me that you and your group have researched your topic. One thing I'm looking for with the group presentation is that I do not want it to be a case summary or a review of a topic. I would like for you to engage the literature from the class, and so it's really important that your PowerPoints engage the class literature, where you're discussing some of the theories, the arguments of some of the authors from the textbook. Okay. And the other item that was changed in terms of the course requirements was the teach to learn exercise. Now, if you recall, the teach to learn exercise had two components. One was the video blog, which has not changed. You will still post your video blog in Padlet. But what I did change was the oral presentation requirement. Because we're not meeting face to face, you can students are not able to give the oral presentation. So what I'm doing is, in lieu of the oral presentation, is that I am giving you the opportunity to earn extra credit points. So those students who gave their oral presentation before the extended break, you will receive 2 extra credit points to be applied towards your final exam. Now, if you are giving your teach to learn exercise after the extended break during our online modality, then you can write a critical reflection paper, and I will show you what that is and how you can do that when we return to Blackboard. Absences. What counts as an absence? If you are not writing any of your discussion posts, I will consider you absent from class. So if someone from the university wants to know if you are attending class, the only way that I can inform a representative of the college, I say university, of the college, that you're attending class, is if you are participating every week and you are submitting the 2 essays for the discussion posts. All right, so let's talk about the discussion posts. Your discussion posts, they're worth 100 points. You get 50 points, depending on the quality of the writing, for the initial post, and then 50 points for the reply post. So for the discussion post board, you are required to write 2 essays. The initial post, that one is about 200 to 250 words. And then the reply post is around 150 to 200 words, give or take. The discussion post, it's not an opinion piece. It's not an opportunity for you to sound off and tell me what you think. The discussion posts require you to answer whatever question prompts that I give, and you have to engage the literature from the readings for the week. Okay? Here are some suggestions on how to write the initial post, and then I'm giving you some tips on how to write the reply post, and you can look those over. Okay, one thing you should know about the reply post: I will not give you credit if you more or less state that you agree with your classmate's statement. Your reply post, number one, what you can do is that you can discuss some of the theoretical advantages or disadvantages of your classmate's post. You can suggest a different remedy from another classical scholar or theorist. You can address the point of view of the authors offered as evidence to expand upon your classmates' initial post. But what I don't want to see, um, is a post that more or less says that that you agree or you thought what they said was great. Um, that's not what I need. The discussion post, you should be demonstrating to me what you're learning from the course material. Okay, and let's see. And oh yes, one thing to note with the discussion post, I will drop your lowest score. I will drop one low score of your discussion post. So if you forget to write the discussion post, or you're ill and you don't have time to write it, or you received a low score, you wrote it and you received a low score, please know that you do have that freebie that you can exercise it, and the one low post will be dropped. All right, so the grade distribution scale, that has not changed. It's similar, but as I shared with you before, the weights to the assignments have changed, and I also added the discussion post, and there have been some revisions with the group presentation and the Teach to Learn, which I talked about earlier. All right, here is the course schedule. So March 30th, on Monday, we began our emergency remote learning schedule. And every Thursday and Sunday, you will have a discussion essay due. So your initial post is due on Thursday by 11:59 p.m. and then your reply post is due on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. And here are the chapters that you will use to answer the discussion post. Okay. All right. So I'll have you read that. Now, one final thing in terms of the syllabus is that May 8th is the last day of class. If you have any outstanding assignments, if I gave you an extension on an assignment, May 8th is the last day that you can submit the assignment for grading. And that is a hard deadline because I have to prepare the grade book to submit final grades. And so, and I will give you a reminder, May 8th is the last day. Your final exam um, is May 15th, and that will be an online exam on Blackboard. Okay, and so those are all. So that is the syllabus with the revisions. If you have any questions, please contact me, and I look forward to seeing you all or reading your work in the discussion forum. Bye now.